off the locksmith with your virus, but it's a hollow victory. You can't hold out forever.
Not trying to hold out forever. How many times do I have to tell you? My work is nearing completion.
Oh, it's completed, all right. You better believe it.
Andrews, I'm not leaving this lab until I have a cure, and that's final.
But you're going to need supplies. Food, equipment.
I already have them. I've stocked the lab with everything I need, and if there's something I've missed, I've got friends on the outside.
I hope those friends are more reliable than Hillary Bauer.
Sorry, I don't believe Hillary's turned against me.
She hasn't been around, has she?
It's probably because you have something to do with it.
Everybody's turned their back on you. Not one single person wants anything to do with you.
Not a single person knows I'm here except for you and Hillary. Everyone else thinks I'm in San Rios.
And that's how it's going to continue. I have you completely isolated, and I'm going to keep you that way. All of your phone calls have been rerouted through my office. I am your only link to the outside world. What are you doing?
You might as well resign yourself to living with me here, Andrews, because there's no way you're going to kick me out of my lab. Anyone here?
Yeah, hello, Warren Andrews' office. Who is this?
Dr. Bauer, who's this?
Ed, it's Jim. Thank God I finally got a hold of you. Get down to my lab as soon as you can. What's going on? Where are you? I don't have time to explain. Just get down here, Ed. It's important. I'm on my way.
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.
This week on As the World Turns.
I love you. I loved you the first day I saw you, and I'm going to love you till the day I die. I want to ask you now so nobody else will beat me to it.
Then Craig forces Marco to make a choice.
I'm your brother. Can you turn in your own brother?
If I have to.
As the World Turns.
Reardon, open this door! What is going on in here?
It's none of your business.
Anything that affects the medical personnel of this hospital is my business.
Look, Dr. Bauer, Dr. Reardon is no longer on staff. He's gone back to San Rios. You know that.
Well, I just talked to him on the phone, and he said he was in here. Reardon! Reardon, get out here right now! I can't come out! How many times do I have to explain the danger involved to you?
Dr. Bauer, see if you can talk some sense into your brother-in-law.
Ed, I'm so relieved you're here. I have to talk to you.
Well, you better talk. And you better talk fast. What are you doing in there?
So anyway, Regina today found out that Burns is in love with her, see, and that he plans to divorce Harriet so that they can get married. But Burns says he's going to have to wait a little while because Harriet's other daughter, Heather, is upset and confused because now her half-sister is going to be her stepmother, which would also mean that Regina would become her own stepmother and that her mother would be her stepdaughter. Follow that?
Now, wait a minute. Does Harriet know any of this yet?
We have to tune in tomorrow and find out. Can hardly wait for the big wedding.
Oh, well, you're going to have to wait a while because, you know, Harriet's not going to take this lying down. She's going to, you know, be fighting this for months.
Yeah, I wish Ed would hurry up and find me a doctor. You know, I'm really getting hooked to these stupid things.
He'll find you one. He's just holding out for the best.
I know the best. I just wish he'd do it.
Ed would do it if he could.
Yeah, I know. Hey, why don't you go home and get some sleep?
I'm okay. I'm just a cup of coffee. I'll be bouncing off the walls again.
Go straight to bed. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Please. I'll rest a lot better if you do.
I love you so much. Don't you ever forget that.
Well, on our 50th wedding anniversary, we'll be laughing about this.
That won't be long. Just about an hour or so, okay?
Good. Get an hour's worth of peace and quiet.
Lujack?
Hi, Teach. How's the boss?
He's doing pretty well.
Oh,
How
good.
long have you been hanging around here?
I was just kind of passing by, that's all.
So why don't you go in and see him?
You don't want to see me. What does he want to see me for? I'm the reason why he's in all this trouble.
Hey, Lujack, come on. I've told you Tony doesn't blame you for any of this.
Oh, everybody else does.
I don't.
Dr. Landis.
You know,
Report to maternity room 3.
your old man is one tough dude to figure out. I mean, if anybody'd done to me what I did to him, forget it, man. I have my whole gang all over them.
Well, I think Tony has had his gang all over you. We just use different methods. Come on, go in and see him, Lujack. Make your peace with him.
Ed, I need your help. Well, you're not going to get it until you stop keeping things from me.
I'm not trying to keep things from you. What do you want to know?
What I have wanted to know from the very beginning, what is the nature of your research?
Do you know anything about the Ixtabe virus?
You're talking about what the newspapers are calling the dreaming death, right?
Ed, that's what I've been working on, and I'm very, very close to a breakthrough. I just need some more time.
You don't need more time. You need to work with experts within the field. You got to work within the system.
No, working within the system will only slow me down.
Have you ever tried?
Warren Andrews is part of the system, Ed. He's tried to stop me entirely.
You aware of the risk you're taking? This could ruin your whole reputation. I mean, the media is going to brand you like some kind of a mad scientist.
And I could care less. The most important thing right now is finding a cure for this disease.
What about your family? I mean, don't they matter? What about Tony?
Of course they matter. Tony matters. He's my brother. I love him. I'd be there with him right now if I could leave this room.
Well, you can't let Warren Andrews keep you from your family.
And it's not Warren Andrews. I have a live virus here. If I leave this room, I could infect someone.
Oh, Jim. You should have come to me sooner with this.
I wanted to.
I had to act fast, Ed, believe me. If there was anything I could do for Tony, I would be there with him right now. If I was a surgeon, I'd be in that operating room with him right now.
Like I should be, right?
Like you could be.
You know how long it's been since I performed surgery?
Have you found someone else?
No.
And we're wasting time, Ed. I saw Tony's CAT scan. Every hour that we waste makes Tony's surgery more.
Oh, God, don't you think I know that?
Look, Ed. You have a life to save in OR. I have lives to save here. What do you say we both get to work?
All right. Now let's get on with it, Doctor. Like you said, time is running out.
You'll back me up on this?
Well, I don't know how you expect to get away with it, but yes, I'm behind you. You just tell me what you want me to do.
Get Warren Andrews off my back.
Is Dr. Reardon coming out?
Nope.
Well, you can see what we're up against.
We're not up against anything.
Don't tell me you're going to defend Reardon's actions.
I don't think his barricading himself in his lab is any worse than you cutting him off from his research.
But that should make you very happy, Doctor. It was you who always objected to his research.
What I objected to was the secrecy under which it was conducted.
I knew you would change your tune the minute you found out that Reardon was your wife's brother. For all the royal family of Cedars, blood is thicker than water.
He's
always.
my brother-in-law. That's got nothing to do with my position.
Tell me that you would act differently with anyone else. Reardon is an imposter. He's a phony. I want him out of this hospital, and I want him out now.
Well, when it comes to the medical personnel, I'll do the hiring, and I will do the firing.
The Spaulding Foundation financed his research. They'll have the final say whether he continues or not.
The Spaulding Foundation?
It was a grant. It was a private grant.
That's why you're here, isn't it? Because of the Spaulding Foundation. They're the ones who are really pulling the strings in this hospital.
I am the administrator. I make the decisions.
Let me tell you something. The Spaulding Foundation can withdraw its grant because I'll come up with the money elsewhere.
And where would you come up with that kind of capital?
I'll worry about that. See, I know what's going on in that lab now. And I know that it's important that Dr. Reardon continue with his research.
Don't you push me, Bauer.
Oh, I will. And with so much pleasure.
If you try to assist Reardon, I'll see to it you regret it.
Where's Hillary?
What?
Hillary. My sister. What's happened to her?
I can't be expected to keep track of all the Bauers wandering around this hospital.
You were the last person who saw her.
Says who?
The nurses at 4 East. They said that she left there for your office with an envelope for Dr. Reardon.
Well, she never got here.
I hope you're telling the truth. Because your threats are going to seem like nothing compared to what I'm going to do to you if you are keeping Hillary from Jim.
I don't have to listen to this. Get out of my office.
I'm on my way. I've got another brother-in-law to take care of. You know, I really don't want any more problems with you, Andrews. Tony's about to go into surgery.
Oh, really? Don't tell me you found a surgeon with the necessary skills. Dr. Bauer.